scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statutes that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational or personal use tips in the balance of the favor of fair use. Furthermore, I give credit to the original copyright owner. I don't own the rights, or no infringement is intended to the material that has been added to this original content. Welcome to Blended Healing. Are you ready for that new moon energy? It's coming in tomorrow. Let's talk about what we can utilize it for. How about that? How about that the new moon in Aquarius, it's a time to embrace that charismatic leader that you were born to be. Tomorrow, February the 9th, at 5:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the new moon will arrive, inviting you all to fly your proverbial freak flags high with the express purpose of progress. The new moon in Aquarius coincides with the Lunar New Year celebrations around the world. So what does it mean? A new moon transpires when the celestial object aligns with the sun and is no longer visible from our vantage point on Earth. Thus, the new moon always falls in the zodiac sign the sun is currently moving through. This alignment offers the opportunity to plan, plant, and plot as our inner selves, the moon, are closest to our outward expressions, the sun. What's the objective? Fade to black, then build it back better. You are being awarded an opportunity as it takes shape in the high-minded sign of Aquarius. New moons are always a time on new beginnings, but never is that energy more pronounced than in the sign of the fresh to death Aquarius, which offers the gift of objectivity and the satellite vantage of the wizened outsider. The electric potential of this new moon is amplified by Pluto, the planet of seismic shifts and changes as the afterbirth of chaos, moving into the airy climes of Aquarius. Last month, Aquarius is the sign of community, of the collective, of the commitment to higher consciousness, coupled with the burn it to the ground energy of Pluto. It's forward momentum and freedom for all or else. The new moon in Aquarius will bring two different types of luminaries structured, the time worshiping Saturn and the shock and awe of Uranus. While these planets seem almost oppositional at first glance, they are both connected to and concerned with boundaries. Saturn with the edge, the container, the dividing line in Uranus with all that steps over it and fights beyond it, the match lit from the rumble strip, if you will. Together they create the archetype of the constructive agitator who understands that freedom takes discipline. Double Aquarius, Sun and Moon is a live wire, a straight edge that crystallizes, and your destiny is to be born beautiful at an ugly age. To this point, and under these skies, we are all water bearers, and our collective responsibility is to take the beauty we hold individually and use it in service of the transformation of our shared and shattered world. An equation of ego subtracted so that the mutual benefit might be multiplied. How can you make the most of this new moon? Sitting opposite Leo on the zodiac wheel, Aquarius, is the antithesis of bravado, prone to deflect and be suspicious of any aggravation or anything agitating it. If Leo is the sun that must shine, Aquarius is the distant star looking down and through, but ever from the outside. This lens, Aquarius, the ability to see and respond to the bigger picture. Forest through the trees, so to speak. And speak they do. As cardinal air, the energy of Aquarius is compelled to call out, hold accountable, and oust out things accordingly. We see this come correct mood shift in Aquarius. Aquarius rules the 11th house of community and feeds on the disparate and the strange. Their ideal dinner party looks like the land of misfit toys, where there is no common ground and thus everything to learn. Aquarius understands that when no one is comfortable and no obvious connection is present, conversations take on a different frequency and something dynamic is left in the wake of the predictable. Symbolized by the mythical water bearer, this new moon and this season at large stands for washing, purging, pouring out the past to make room in our metaphorical vessels for all manner of newness. An empty cup, inviting a limitless future. The Aquarius of stacked waves can also be understood as two currents of electricity. Get turned on, switch the breaker for breakthroughs, and be struck smart by flashes of insight and inspiration. If you become the conduit, what charge can we find and what change can we make? Stay lofty. pour out, shine on, and keep one eye on tomorrow. Ashe, Ashe. So I ask the divine, what are the messages that we can give our brothers and sisters in regards to this new energy of leadership, of thinking outside the box, of doing something different? And they answered back with healing waters, giving you an insight of what you can expect. Take this message as you would like. Leave what does not resonate with you. But please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get into this as soon as I come back. Relax yourself. Shake your shoulders out. Tomorrow's a new day to begin with being a leader in the forefront. Ashe, Ashe. Beloveds, with this new moon energy and bringing in to your vision leadership, with the calming waters, I bring you a message from the divine. The divine wants you to think about Atlantis. Atlantis. Keeping the big vision. To stay in alignment as you grow. When it comes to Atlantis, the Atlanteans were a highly advanced people who were very much tapped in and connected with the energy of the universe. They also harnessed the power of water and air in their technologies and practices. There was a tremendous amount of psychic and magical abilities for manifesting their great visions into the physical form. Eventually, Atlantis' growth got out of hand and its people became greedy and disrespectful. A series of earthquakes caused the island to sink to the bottom of the ocean. And for a millennia, people have been captivated by the legend of its lost civilization. This is an indicator of high visions, huge visions, and promises. You have the potential to create great things in this world. However, it comes with a warning to stay in alignment when you grow, to create rather than produce. Don't get addicted to growth. Instead, stay true to your mission and your inner calling. What does your soul need to answer? Your soul needs to know, what are you being called to create? How can you focus on creating rather than producing? And how can you stay in alignment as you grow? In this time of rebirth, of envisioning being a leader, in this month of February's new moon, please make sure that you stay within the sweet waters of sensuality, of romance, enjoyment, abundance, and balance. In mythology, the sweet waters are associated with the fresh waters of the earth and with the sweet breast milk of the great mother, Oshun, and Orisha of Nigeria's Yoruba people. Is associated with water, fertility, sensuality, and love, and is also with the color yellow, honey and bees. Oshun is a great mother goddess who brings balance to earth and to humanity, and she's also referred to as the mother of orphans. Beloved, we know that we all need fresh water to survive, and yet we have not been protecting and appreciating the very thing that sustains us. When the waters are clean and protected, life is in balance and the world is fertile. This is an invitation to you to enjoy the simple, sweet pleasures of life, to appreciate the fertility of nature all around you, to tend to your own gardens and the sweet waters of your life. What is the questions that your soul needs to answer? How can you recognize, receive, and enjoy the sweetness of your life a little bit more? They round this message out to you by telling you about gentle force. Gentle. About gentle force. I apologize for that. About consistency, about persistence, about patience, about your vision for the long game. For the long game. Over a time, a single drop of water has the power to shape even the hardest, most solid materials, from stone and rock to cliffs and mountains. In fact, water is responsible for crafting most of the stunning landscapes in the world. You can learn a lot from water in this regard, how consistent action day after day after day can create steady, lasting changes. So many people give up before they begin to see results. But deep-rooted change takes time. The most magnificent creations require committed crafting. We all have passions, but what most people don't do is commit to these things and master them. We're all beginners of something. The great masters, musicians, and artists of history were too. Commit to your passions, beloved. Throw yourself into what you most long to create. Commit to showing up day after day. Small steps taken consistently make a world of difference. If you commit to your creations with grounded daily action, in a week or a decade from now, you'll be blown away by what you've created. There's no rush. Consistency is the key. Be like the drop of water on the hagstone. Play the long game. Don't burn out before you really begin. Be patient and keep showing up. What is the question that your soul needs to answer. How can you show up with more consistency in what you're longing to create? Ashe, Ashe. Welcome back. You are being invited. The long tide is a time for plenty and abundance in your new moon energy. It's time when everything seems to be at its fullest and its most alive. You are being given a message of receiving all that you've created, of opening yourself up to truly enjoy the bounties of where you are while it's here. Like summer when the days are at their longest and our energy seems to be at its fullest, we're encouraged to embrace all of life with open arms, to receive wholly and fully while we can. Perhaps you've been working toward the moment for a very long time. This is your reminder to enjoy it while it's here, to welcome all that knocks on your door, to experience all that life has to offer you right now. You are blooming. And the season of summer is going to be your best season. Enjoy the fruits of your labor. Lie on the soft grass and take in the view. Do what you love and what makes you come most alive. Relish everything about the moment. What you're longing for is ready for you to embrace it. Be ready to receive. The divine has given you a timeline. The summer. The summer. Beloved healer, beloved seer, beloved priest, priestess, soul purpose. Children are born to have second sight and gifts of healing. In Scotland, they were seen as good omens, and fishermen sought out the birth, the ammonite, the sack, the birth sack. As an amulet, they would wear part of that to protect them from drowning. In ancient Egypt, they were believed to be the future priests, priestesses, and priestesses of the community. Healer, seer, priest, priestesses, your soul purpose. The wisdom keeper and the mystic, that is the energy that is around you. You are already on the path, or perhaps it's something new for you. The healer, the shaman, the medicine person knows that it's through facing their own shadow and taking their own deep healing journey that they can return to guide others in their healing. Are you answering your call, your soul purpose? The healer is like all of us in our own spiral of transformation and healing. Healed isn't a stagnant state. The healer knows they are not meant to be perfect and whole all the time. Instead, it's because they have journeyed to the deepest, darkest, uncharted, oceanic caves and returned with an open heart and mind that they are able to hold space for another. You are being acknowledged, and they want you to acknowledge your role in the world and the deep work that you have been doing on your own healing journey. How can you answer the call, your soul in its fullest expression today? In this new beginning, you are sword ready. There are new beginnings that something is about to happen. Something's about to happen. Whether you believe or not believe, you are a very powerful person. There are so many different combinations of what you can be. New beginnings. Something is about to happen. Something significant is about to happen. And you are being brought a message that something significant or new is already here or will soon appear upon your path as destiny. Are you ready to step into your destiny today? There are so many different stories around new beginnings. So many different stories that are deeply associated with water and magic and about being a powerful healer. You are here to assist and raise the consciousness of associated healing qualities that could be gained through magic or by learning a different skill set. Be open, be open to new beginnings because something is about to happen very significantly in your life. Like I told you before, the divine has given you a timeline. Okay? All right. Ashe. You are an alchemist. There's a reward at the end, from grit to grace. Pearls are one of the most precious treasures of this world and certainly of the sea. While the specifics of their creation remain a mystery, they're believed to be the result of a natural process. Certain mollusks produce pearls as a way of protecting themselves from irritants that enter their shell. The formation of a natural pearl is a rare occurrence, the only one in roughly 10,000 oysters producing one, and it can take anywhere from 6 months to several years. You are being brought a message, a precious message. Can't even get my words out. That something sacred is being created, and it's likely being created by you. Maybe you've been creating something in the physical, such as a child, a home, or bringing an ideal to life. Or perhaps your pearl is more metaphorical than that, having dedicated yourself to alchemizing your hardships into healing, grit to grace. Whatever it is, you're being acknowledged for your work, the deep roots required to truly rise. Offer up your prayers in gratitude, in gratitude. Some people would whisper their wishes and prayers into small pearl offerings placed within a shell and tied with seaweed. Whatever you need to do to truly ride the waves of your destiny. All you've been working towards is here. Have you opened up your arms wide to receive the bounty of what you have created and say yes to enjoying it? Live your life fully. And lastly, beloved, in this new moon energy, make sure that life lessons ensure your growth. You will get through this. You will get through this. Remember that there is a timeline. Divine gave you a timeline. You're most definitely living right now. And while you may be experiencing challenges in your life, they are shaping you into who you'll be. Just as strong winds and that blow consistently over the ocean transfers energy to water to generate waves, the same happens when you feel the pressure and the pressures of life knocking on your door. Beloved, life's pleasures and challenges invite you to transform in the process. They can help cause calm seas to gain momentum and waves to form, while at the time it can feel overwhelming. Your true character is born through these unusual, unexpected changes that life delivers. Your experiences shape you. The most compassionate people in the world are the ones who know the depths of real life. The ones who have the capacity to understand are those who have been through their own choppy waves. The ones who are able to hold up when you feel most out of your depth are those who have been through it. Be like a surfer, and instead of reacting to the waves or seeing them as things to be avoided, choose to respond. And when possible, see if you can find a way to ride those waves all the way to the shore. There may be times when you fall off your board, but you'll meet fellow surfers who are riding their own waves back to themselves. How can you respond to the waves of your life instead of reacting to them? How can you let the transformative situations in your life happen? Use this new moon energy to help formulate you to be a leader among people, to be a leader in your own life. Use these words that the divine has sent and transform them into your lives, into your mind, into your heart, and into your soul. Answer the questions that the divine has left you. And when you write your petition tonight or tomorrow, in the new moon energy, be very specific about your ask and utilize this Aquarius energy to your favor. I want to thank you for stopping by Blended Healing. I hope I was able to help, and I will see you very, very soon. Be well, stay safe, Ashe, and deep bow.